EA Sports, and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the home course of the PGA Tour, TPC Sawgrass, it's live second-round coverage of the Players. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. The leader is Andrew Putnam. He's currently at 8 under. Our featured golfer, right in it, just a couple of shots off the pace. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
152 to the hole, pin in the back.
This one's looking good.
And first iron shot of the day, and absolutely pipes it.
Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And on the heels of yesterday's 66, he'll get it to 1 under par for his round today. How about this second, a par 5?
Well, if you're brave, you try and flash it down that tree line down the left, but there's a couple of limbs that poke out. Every now and again, they catch an errant tee shot.
That one going to be in great shape. So following the birdie at 1, a solid drive here at the second. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
A 4-footer here for birdie. Yes, can't ask for better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he gets it to 2 under for today's round and 8 under for the tournament. Setting up for the third hole here at TPC Sawgrass, relatively short par 3 at 177 yards.
But you've got to carry that ball at least 4 or 5 yards onto this green, even when it's firm.
Well, that's a sensible shot right there. No need to take on an unnecessary risk. There's nothing wrong with walking away from here with a 3. A look here at birdie.
And this is not the place to be. It's a really tough side hill putt. He's got to push it out to the right and then just let it drift back to the hole.
No, the pace was okay, but that needed to be started a bit further out to the right. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll remain one shot back. So much focus here, Frank, on 16, 17, and 18. Number 4 is a hole that gets overlooked, but it's a fun one.
Yeah, the second shot here is more daunting, especially when that flag's on the left. So you really do start looking at that blue stuff, water. Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
So now from that first cut, his second to the par 4.
Oh, it's come out of the gates today beautifully, and there is another chance.
Not much left here for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And he's worked it to 9 under par. Fifth hole here at TPC Sawgrass, long par 4. What's the challenge, Frank?
Depending, really, if you're long or short hitter, the long hitters have the luxury of taking it over the corner of the bunker down the right. Shorter hitters really play at that bunker down the left, 320 run out.
We've already seen some narrow landing areas on these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. From the fairway nota, this is second.
151 yards to the hole, coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That one finished off. It is apart here at 5, and it'll stay at -9. Frank, what do you think of the 6? Pretty short par 4.
It is, but you come out of that sort of corridor and fairway opens up and then it narrows up, bunkers to be around. Very, very few people hit driver here.
Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. A pretty ideal wedge distance here, 95 yards for his second.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par. 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass generally plays into the wind, one of the stadium course's most difficult greens to hit, Frank.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those 3 little pop bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. The bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee. This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
Now note his second from the fairway.
146 yards left to the hole. Much easier win for a left-hander coming in from left to right.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he'll move to 11 under par. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. So now this for birdie down the hill, and it's going to pick up speed as it goes. Oh, that nearly went in. That's a touch of class right there. Very good effort. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
It just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2, but you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grab. Now, from just under 300 yards, a second from the fairway at the par 5. I was asking for it to go, and it listened. That is a really good shot. Chance now for another birdie. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that will make this an even 30 for the front side, going out in 6 under par. Similar to the first hole, the 10th is a relatively short par 4, 424 yards, but it requires accuracy and some strategy. You have to put your ball in the right place. That dog leg left, you have trees on the right, and don't forget about that big bunker on the left-hand side. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Now a second here from 167.
What a way to start the back nine. That is a tremendous iron shot.
4 feet, all that's left for birdie. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And he has now moved 5 clear of the field here in round 2.
Let's go to the 11th now. It's a par 5 and a fun hole, Frank. You can make anything from 3 to 7 here.
And that's why, as the start of the back nine, especially on a Sunday, this becomes such a pivotal hole to start a run. Big body of sand down the left side that sometimes the longer hitters can get close to with the tee shot, but really it's the second shot. If you can reach this par 5 and 2, it's a very narrow green. The layup, well, it's actually an awkward layup, Rich, because you've got to push that ball to the left side, almost like a zigzag approach. Well, that breeze is coming pretty hard from the right. Did a great job of controlling the shot against it.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
You bet. A birdie here at the 11th. And the lead swells to 6 here on this Friday. Now to the short par 4 12th. It was redesigned for the 2017 players. Certainly you can drive it, but there is some risk involved. And that's the way it should be for a par 4 this short. That water on the left is right up against the green. So players have to make a decision here. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Second shot coming up, just 97 yards left to the flagstick.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Now this for another birdie. Just 5 feet left. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead.
One of the great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par 3s, different yardages. Here at the 13th, 181-yard par 3.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left's just going to be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the lake. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee.
That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for.
Going to have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill.
Sensational. What a putt there from a long way out. That somehow goes down for a birdie. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend.
Frank, 14 is so often a pivotal hole here at the TPC Sawgrass.
It is, Rich. And when you see a player hit 2 shots comfortably on this green, you think, what's all the problems about 14? But when you see someone stray left or stray right, you realize that 14 is a real bear.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Frank, challenging approach shot here at the 14th.
Yeah, there's some subtle mounds in this green. One that comes in on the right, and then another one that starts to come in about 2/3 of the way down on that left side.
That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Yeah, that'll do just fine. Had a pretty good run at that, and par should be pretty well within reach. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. 15th hole here at TPC Sawgrass is a 470-yard par 4, dogleg right with a drive through an alley of trees and over water. This tee shot is not for the faint of heart.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's got just a hair under 140 yards to the front, 151 to the hole, pin in the right front.
Good chance at one.
It's been a beautiful round of golf today. It's been a clinic with the irons, and more evidence there. The swing, the strike. And look how close that is.
Yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday.
Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5 to second and then knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just let that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie.
Now this round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And he moves to 17 under par. Well, there's a moment every year unlike any in golf. At 17, the shot is struck, and for a few nervous seconds, the ball, and oftentimes all your hopes, hanging suspended in midair. Wet or dry, victory or catastrophe. Sometimes it's that simple at 17. Okay, time to exhale. That's safely aboard. Chance now for another birdie.
Dead straight look here. Just has to trust his stroke and get the ball to the hole.
Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. Because then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Frank, it's all about focus and positive imagery, isn't it, here on this approach shot at the 18th?
You have to be precise with your target here. You can't be looking left at the water or mounds on the right. Plus, there's all the mounding on the screen. So, in the end, look at the flag, aim at the flag, go there.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie.
That one just going to sneak on by. So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. And that is going to be a second round score of 61. Pretty incredible. It's the best field of the year to this point, and it is our featured golfer who's on top of this Players' Championship through 36 holes. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live third-round coverage of the Players. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. And that should be just fine. Good drive there to get the Saturday round underway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
We have 124 yards left to the hole. And that wind, it's coming from right to left, so you might need to start this a little bit to the right-hand side.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Going to have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And he'll hold tight at 17 under par. .532-yard par 5 second here at TPC Sawgrass. Not long as par 5s go, but there is trouble, and that is classic Pete Dye. Still, if you play this the right way, you can get out of here with an eagle 3. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there.
Impressive to get the power on that second shot into the par 5 and comfortably get it up here by the green. I know it's in that green side bunker, but that is very doable.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second, and he's got it to minus 18.
Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with a par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker too, you don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful.
Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green.
Birdie attempt at the third. Nota Begay is down there.
And players of this caliber should make this on a regular basis pretty flat with just a slight movement to the left.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll remain at 18 under. We now go to the short par 4 fourth, measuring only 384 yards. Long iron or fairway wood off the tee will give you a short to mid iron into the two-tiered green. Good smart play right here. If you're not positive you can clear it, you can't take on that water, and this will leave just a short wedge in from there. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. that is absolutely fine. 4 feet now for birdie. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And he moves to 19 under for the tournament.
Frank, the golf course toughens up right here at the long par 4 fifth.
Yeah, when you play it off the back tee, 470 yards, it's nearly 320 yards to that last bunker down the left side. That really has to be in the back of your mind. The ideal tee shot, little left to right.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Need to be careful not to take much, if any, sand here. His second to this par 4.
Problem was getting in the bunker in the first place. All you can do, as you've done, take your medicine and rely on the next shot. Chip shots, you've got to be so precise. You see all the contours of the green. Just needed a few more feet out of that one.
Oh, that'll bring a wry smile. A very good putt there to save his par. And he's going to stay at 19 under par.
Another shortish par 4, the 393-yard par 4 sixth. Frank, what's the challenge here?
Well, there's 2 bunkers down the left, but that's not really the problem. If you hug that left side, there's palm trees that come into play on that second shot.
And all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Nothing to it. Very well judged there. From 4 feet for birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And he gets it to 20 under par.
Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side. Oh, that's a great drive. They're straight drives, and I don't think they come much straighter than that one.
Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pot bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down. and safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay at 20 under. Well, this par 3 will get your attention, no question about it. 237 yards. It's the longest par 3 here at TPC Sawgrass. And very simply, it requires a solid strike with a middle to long iron, maybe even a fairway wood. This is a hard hole. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll stay right where he is. Closing out the front side with the par 5, 583-yard 9th. Don't say this too often in this, the era of the long bomber, but this for most is actually a 3-shot par 5. You can get there in 2, but it requires accuracy and 2 enormous shots. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
That's just okay, I'd say, but he's left himself at least a chance at a par, Frank.
Come on, Rich. I mean, you're being too kind there. That's not ideal.
Oh, there's a good putt. Well done here at the 9th, as that will save par. And that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. We start the inward 9 with a 424-yard par 4, dogleg left with trees on the right and a large bunker down the left. turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
Yes, 135 yards left to the flag. Pin front left so he can take dead aim.
Needed maybe half a club more there. As it is, needs to get up and down to save par. Well, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain right where he is. Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot.
Oh, that was unlucky too. If that ball had just slowed down, it could have been an eagle putt. Just kept going. Oh, just over the back.
Oh, boy, just about flew that one in the hole. Luckily got it to stop. Not a bad shot.
7 feet now for birdie.
Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And he moves to 21 under par.
Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358-yard, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway, the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag. It was a good tee shot, a little unlucky to run into the first cut.
That's good technique, and that is right around 5 feet. Not too bad. A dead-on look here for birdie. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And that means he'll get it to 22 under par.
Frank, so much focus on the back 9 here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of the screen that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years.
All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. Now this for another birdie.
One thing I can say is it looks to be almost dead straight, but it's going to carry a good amount of speed as it hits that slope.
Yeah, that's a good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll stay at 22 under. Next up, the treacherous 481-yard par 4 14th. Narrow fairway bunker and a lateral water hazard running along the left side and large, deep grass bunkers down the right. Accuracy is paramount here if you're going to get out of here with a par. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot.
Frank, there's a lot to factor in on this approach at the 14th.
You can favor right side of this green and sort of allow the contours of the green just to move that ball to the left. And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
A birdie putt down to Iona.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Oh, never a doubt. That one was tracking the entire way. It is in for a spectacular birdie. And he's going to move to 23 under par.
Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute. Seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it, well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's 2 little pop bunkers out on the right that, well, if you're first time around, you might notice. That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Chance now for another birdie. Now the putter on point late here in the round. Birdies at 14 and 15. And that's going to move him to 24 under par.
This is a fun hole, starting this closing stretch. They call it the gauntlet here at TPC Sawgrass. Par 5 at 523 yards. You think back, some of the great moments. Freddie Couples making eagle here. Davis Love through the trees in the rain suit on his way to victory. And then Craig Perks in one of the all-time upsets, chipping in here at the par 5. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. That is a really good shot. Only a 2 on this par 5, but the work's not done yet.
I'm a tough taskmaster. If he makes the putt, or at least gets down in 2, then I'm going to congratulate him on this hole.
Oh, something went wrong there. That is a good 30 feet short. He ran in a long one a moment ago. This as well from downtown for another birdie. Oh, straight into the cup. Well done. That's a birdie here at 16. And he's got it to 25 under par now. Up next, the short par 3 17th. It is, as you know, one of the most famous par 3s in the world. Right side of this island green, protected by a small bunker, but better to be there than in the water. Okay, flew that ball a little extra to be safe. Might have been hoping to catch the slope, but instead it'll come to a stop on the back plateau of this island green. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Now to one of the most spectacular finishing holes in golf. 462-yard par 4 18th at TPC Sawgrass. Water guarding the entire left side of the fairway. Mounds and trees lining the right, as picturesque and difficult as they come. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for a second. So maybe a nice way to finish up with a good approach here to the 18th and a good chance for birdie.
Now this for another birdie.
And he's seemingly had no problem with his reads all round long, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
Oh yeah, bottom of the barrel for birdie here at 18. And that's going to be a third round score of 63. Very, very good. Huge spot right here after 54 holes at the Players. Our featured golfer on top of the star-studded leaderboard. They'll take the pole position going into Sunday's final round.
And this is the tournament. These are your peers that you're trying to beat. This is the strongest tournament on the PGA Tour that's run by the PGA Tour. So it's a chance just to stamp and put your name in a place where